October 2nd, and I'm a few minutes early, so if you're not here yet, it's okay. You can catch up. Good morning. So two things. Okay. I had a little topic today. So one, I find myself, I think I might be addicted to writing books. I might be because the baby blanket book is not even done yet. I'm waiting for the proofs to arrive. They should be here today, tomorrow or Friday, I think. But I'm already thinking about like what to write next, what book to put out next. And so I might be a little addicted to writing books. So it's interesting because people say that about tattoos and marathons too. I have one tattoo. I don't really have a desire to have another one. But people often say that once you get one, you want more. And marathons too, people like, I've completed one full 26.2 mile marathon and one ultra marathon, which was 32 miles years ago, not recently. And people always say, oh, once you do a marathon, you want to do more. um, and it's good morning, Christy. It's true that immediately after a marathon or immediately after a book, which feels like a marathon, I personally have thought, oh, I'm never doing that again. Good morning, Brian. And then it takes a little bit of recovery. And then you start thinking, oh, well, maybe again. Maybe it's like having going through the birth process too. It's like you don't want to do it, and then you're like, maybe it's not so bad. Wonderful, beautiful morning to you too, BJ. Um, so writing a book is kind of like running a marathon in terms of like the perseverance and everything, and immediately, when when I have done books, the first thing I think is, ugh, I don't want to do that again. And then a few days of recovery, and you're thinking, oh, well, what can I write next? What can I do next? What marathon should I sign up for next? But I don't foresee me doing any more marathons at this age. I'm like so out of the loop that I don't think that's possible. But books are possible. So we'll see. So even though every single time, well, I really need to wait and see this one through and see how it turns out and see if I'm happy with it and see what I can do to make me feel like I'm doing a better job. I need to continue to grow with it. So I'm afraid when I see it that it will be like too boring, like visually too boring, like I didn't graphic design it up enough. I know that really what matters is the content more than like the pretty doodads on the page. And certainly I can add pretty doodads on the page. But right now I've just been focused on getting the information correctly on the page and getting the spacing right so that like it doesn't get cut off and things like that. So we'll see how it goes if I change my mind once I see the proof of whether or not I ever want to do it again. The other thing that I was running across this morning as I was tidying up my office just a little bit, was I ran across this little Dell purse book that was my mom's. Up in here in the corner, it says 25 cents. Children's knits, 25 magnificent designs, classics to hand from generation to generation. 25 patterns. 25 patterns for 25 cents in this teeny little book. So hilarious. Okay. So I don't know, like how? Just how? How? It's like magic. How? So let's take a little look. Look at this face. Oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. So hilarious. I ought to get out for you. If you're on Ravelry, I haven't been on Ravelry in years, but if you're on Ravelry and you search little boys crochet vest, there's a picture of Patrick when he was maybe 4, maybe 5 of him wearing a vest I designed for Crochet Today magazine. It was a green vest with beige, like khaki trim, and it was really cute. But he did not want to model it for me. Anyway, that'll be a blast from the past. Hi, buddy. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, Hobie, you're blocking my camera. You're blocking my camera, honey. Okay, okay. He does not know how to look at the camera. Okay. So anyway, in this book, the print is so incredibly tiny. So incredibly tiny. Copyright 1965. Dell Publishing. Okay, printed in the USA. Photographs by Bob Richardson. Oh my goodness. Abbreviations in this book. General instructions. Laundering. Use tepid water and mild soap. And then page 4, it starts in right away on the instructions for the striped t-shirt. And oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. So the striped t-shirt, the entire instructions, that's it. That's it. Half of one page for the instructions for this knitted t-shirt. Half of one page. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, is this 2? Oh, okay. So the tennis sweater, though, it says continued on page 45. So that one goes a little bit longer. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. It's wrong. It's only half a page, and then it says continued on page 44. So let's see. But still, the striped t-shirt. Okay. So the striped t-shirt, this one right here, this is the start of the pattern. And then it says continued on page 44. So half a page. Then you go to page 44. The balance, the remaining part of the pattern is this right here. Another half a page. So the entire pattern is one page. I'm gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked. Okay. Directions are for size 6. Sizes 8 and 10 are in parentheses. Okay. You need Coats and Clark, Red Heart, super fingering. Okay. Gauge, number 3 needles, 7 stitches equals 1 inch. Okay. 19 rows equals 2 inches. Back and front. With number 2 needles in white, cast on 91, 98, and 105. Work in stockinette stitch for 1 inch, ending with knit row. Knit next row. Change to number 3 needles and stockinette stitch for 1 inch. Okay, so I know that knit patterns tend to be more brief than crochet patterns, and it just always shocks me because over the years, we've made our patterns so much more complicated. Can you imagine? We've made our patterns so much more complicated. It's like knit in the next 3 stitches, you know, or crochet, single crochet for 3 stitches, then double crochet for 2 or whatever. Like it's micromanaged in a way. So it's kind of funny to see. I know knit patterns traditionally have been this way, like knit for 12 inches and then start the armhole or whatever. So anyway, so I just found this little gem and thought I would share it with you today. It's just a little classic. To my knowledge, my mom never made any of these. So but I mean, it's my mom's book and she had it. She probably just had it because it was so darn cute. She did knit, but she was not a, I don't know that she ever knit any garments. She knitted some blankets and she was more of a crocheter. But she only crocheted blankets, as many people did in the 70s and 80s before we learned that we could crochet anything, you know, so it's kind of funny. Anyway, so 25 patterns in this little booklet for 25 cents. Hilarious. My goodness. My goodness. And then the rest is all just instructions. Here's a knit blanket in the back. So Amazing. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. And I hope that you have a fantastic and valuable use of your day. I guess I've got a couple more minutes here, but I wanted to just share this with you. And amazing. Absolutely amazing. What do you think? Do you have this book? What do you think about 25 patterns in a tiny little book like this? The print is so tiny. I will say that, and it's 64 pages. Absolutely so tiny. Um, I will say though that in making my baby blanket book, I learned that through Kindle Direct Publishing, which is what I'm using, if you make the type 14 point, so if you make the type the wording bigger, you can qualify for large print. And I went ahead and made all of my patterns large print. I made all of them. All the text in the book is at least 14 point so that it would be easier to read. And I just think even for people whose eyesight is perfect, when you're crocheting, the book is like a little bit further distance from you. Like you might lay it on your lap or you might lay it on a table if you're like, and so I think it's better to have the type be a little bit bigger so that you can like look at it almost from a distance if you need to, but also if your eyesight needs a little assist, then 14 point is better. And so then that was the qualification for a large print book, was to have everything in 14 point. So I went ahead and did that. So we'll see how it looks in the proof if that's going to go through. But so yeah, looking at the next book. So the little journal type books that I did that are still available for Amazon that are more like journals. They've got the crochet cover, and then on the inside is either like just lines or like project journal prompts. But I could make one of those and just do like the split Christmas tree skirt, for example. But I need to figure that out. And like I said, it's so easy to say, I want to write a book. And then here we are, 3, 4, something, 2, 3, 4. I don't remember how many years later. And I'm finally just now getting it done. So I hope you have a valuable and relaxing use of your day. I hope you have much fun per hour. And I will see you, let's see, tomorrow morning, a few minutes before 9. I think I have a client at 9, and we will go from there. So there's no video today. I didn't get to it. Life is busy, but I hope you are doing well, and I will catch you here on the 5 Minute Crochet Podcast tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Bye.